Hi everyone. I just wanted to thank you all for a great first week in PBH 710. I just wanted to, take the opportunity to clarify a few things and give some feedback on the first discussion board responses. So first of all, I know that the first week can feel really overwhelming with lots of reading, assignments, new social media using Twitter and group work. So I appreciate your patience as we kind of get into a rhythm for the course. This is really normal. It tends to settle in kind of in the second week. Secondly, I've had some students express some concern over their group grade if someone in the group didn't post an initial response, or if the moderator didn't post a summary, or if the summary was late. So if that's the case, I will grade your individual responses and only deduct lateness from the moderator. If you are a moderator and some of your group members didn't post, don't worry, just post a summary of what you can. So let me also show you what went well as far as posting and, what could be a little bit better. So I'm going to take you to the discussion forum. So here you can see the forum discussion question 1. So as you can see, if you go into, group 1, there was quite a bit of dialogue back and forth, which was really great. So that is something that, I think went well. Let me check group 2. I know that, so the group had dialogue, and then Karishma posted a summary within the thread, which is fine. But let me tell you something that might be a little bit easier. So if you go into the forum and you can see all of the group threads, for next week, if the moderator could create a new thread and then title it, so this week is going to be week 2 summary, and then you post, summary here, blah, 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 and then, you hit submit. It's in the right hand corner, but you can't see it on the screen. That would be, I think, what's most helpful is to post a new thread for that discussion board. So that would look something like this. So you can see there's a new thread there that's called week 2 summary. And then that way we'll see the group threads and we'll see the individual summaries for each group. So that would be helpful for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. So now that we've talked about sort of the logistics. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that Twitter is going very well. I can see that you're all posting on Twitter already. It's already a very active news feed. So I want to thank you for that. So let's talk about the content. So I'm going to go back to my summary here. So I think a lot of you got the hang of sort of citing or referencing when necessary, but I also saw more, free writing, which was great. I saw a good amount of dialogue between group members, as I mentioned. See groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on the other hand, I saw a lot of sort of I agree statements, which is not a bad thing in and of itself, but a lot of you are all public health students, you're healthcare students, so you might sort of agree ideologically anyway. So kind of push yourselves a little bit further. So I gave you some examples of critical thinking questions to push each other a little bit further when people are making points. And I'm not going to read all of them, but they're going to be in the summary sheet. And then content-wise, I think you guys all hit on the 3 major concerns in the U.S. healthcare system: cost, access, and quality of care. You also discussed the advancements made in the U.S. and what the U.S., how the U.S. is often perceived as the best when our health indicators are often far worse than other OECD nations. And we spend quite a deal more. And we will actually talk about healthcare costs in great detail in week 7. A lot of you mentioned that was an interest. So overall, keep up the great work, and let me know if you're not going to post your discussion board on time, and also let your group know. So the course moves pretty fast, so please try and keep up. And again, let me know if you have any questions.